4.
My favorite time of the day, updating Mary Point's newsletter. Let's see now, ladies. Are you online?
Yep, we're all here.
Let's go then. Top 3 reasons to take up golf. Reason number 1.
Now you have an excuse to build a whole new wardrobe.
Reason number 2.
No need to bust that diet. Playing 18 holes of golf burns over 1,000 calories.
And reason number 3.
If you've wondered why golfers drink so much, well,
I know it. You're going to find out soon enough. Oh my, looks like there's a bunch of people wanting to join our conference call. Who else is coming online?
Hello, everyone. This is Gina. I'm the new club director here at Mary Point, so I'm very pleased to meet you all. Now, I'd like to cut to the chase. I've been going through our membership reports, and there seems to have been an upswing in cases of golf rage over the last few months. Frankly, I find this disturbing.
Is that why reporters from the tabloids have been staking out the grounds and pitching tents?
Oh, we can't have town gossip zooming in with their telescope lenses and pointing them at our club members. So for this discussion, I'm pulling in some of the guys from the Caddie Shack, a few of the clubhouse staff, and some of our board members.
Is Sauce online? He's been around the longest among the caddies, so he should start.
Someone say golf rage? Isn't that par for the course nowadays? What would golf be without your regular tee box trauma or assault with a 9-iron drama? When my golfer has a problem tipping me, I tell him, what do you mean it's hard for you to part with a $100 bill? You didn't have a problem parting with $1,000 an hour ago when you threw your driver into the lake.
How about the occasional fist fight when one golfer is collecting another golfer's balls right in the middle of the fairway? How about that?
Vicky should know. I bet she sees all kinds of stuff going on when she tools around the course.
I can't think of any incidents lately. But ever since I've had to put nutrition labels on my food and beverage cart, my customers have been getting upset when they find out what exactly it is they've been eating all these years.
How bad can it be? Everyone knows that hot dogs have fat and preservatives.
Well, according to this news article, some hot dog brands may contain human DNA. I guess some things will just never be kosher. But I know how to help the golfers get over the initial shock after reading the nutrition labels. Make sure there's enough booze to go around. Unless I run out of booze.
Solid. That's a solid move, Vicky. You're gonna not sell alcohol. It's like us caddies deal with golfers losing their minds all the time, and it's our job to bring them back down or straighten them out. Whatever.
Give them a beer, or a cigar, or
their prescription nitroglycerin pills. Are there any other caddies on the call who would like to comment on golf rage?
Oh, I'm here. You want to know my biggest pet peeve is? Golfers who ask me to cheat for them. Like, pretend that their golf ball, which earlier made a beeline for the trees or the shrubs, has magically reappeared somewhere near the green.
Or how about those golfers who ask you to put you down for a score of 5 when you already counted 6, 7, or 8 different strokes for that one hole?
Some golfers take forever to get their ball in the hole. What do they think they're playing? Golf or field hockey?
Can you blame us caddies for taking a nap?
Yeah, well, here's a little tip if you want to keep your job as a caddy. Next time you're tending pin when everyone else is putting, try not to doze off.
Marcia, what do you think? Do you agree that caddies have it tough?
You caddies have it so easy. You haven't seen golf rage until you've earned your stripes as a course marshal, having to herd golfers around like cattle And good luck when you have to ask a honeymooning couple to speed up their game because someone is a beginner and hasn't learned to keep up the pace.
Or else they're going to have to pick up their ball and skip a hole?
I have seen enough couples quarreling among themselves as they make the turn off the front nine. It's a wonder the snack shack hasn't become a divorce court.
What about golfers who want their money back after getting drenched by a sudden downpour?
Or are simply exhausted from playing in strong winds?
And I'm the one who has the honor of telling our guests, sorry, Mary Point doesn't offer refunds on $500 green fees. All golfers must play rain or shine. If looks could kill, I would have died 1,000 deaths by now.
I've been cutting master at Mary Point for barely a year, and I've seen everything. Caddies love to play pranks when they're bored. Stupid tricks like switching club covers on golf bags to mess up other people's games.
You think that's bad? Some jokesters will go as far as loading up another golfer's bag with bricks. Anything to give the other caddies a hard time.
As for the golfers, I swear some of them are like kids in a sandbox, especially when there's big money in the game. Who can keep up with all the bets and side bets?
And they have the strangest names. Skins, closest to the pin, Bingo, Bango, Bongo.
Next thing you know, they're going to be rolling in roulette wheels on the green or setting up craps tables besides the tee boxes. Lose their cool over a silly little ball.
If I can't be free to lose it on a golf course, where else can I let it all hang out? You see, when I'm playing a round of golf, I don't have to worry about how I behave, or what kind of language I use, or to be politically correct. My God, if that was the case, why would I even leave the office? And when our wives and girlfriends decide they want to tag along with me and my buddies, it would be nice if once in a while you guys would take the time to look up and applaud us when we hit the perfect shot. Instead, our female companions are too busy playing words with friends on their smartphone.
And you must find that somewhat annoying.
There'll be plenty of time later to trade recipes and gossip. But do me a favor, just don't do it when I'm about to putt.
Life's too short to get all worked up playing golf. You gotta relax. Find humor in the situation. After all, you never see me throwing a tantrum playing golf.
Except, of course, when your caddy hands you the wrong club or doesn't clean it before sticking it back into the golf bag.
Do you have a degree in caddyology by any chance? Because somehow I missed your PhD in caddyology.
And what about the time your caddy didn't have the right kind of tees, then later forgot your favorite brand of golf balls?
Sometimes I want a blue ball. Sometimes I want a yellow ball. I'll tell you. Okay. Look, we all blow off steam now and again. Hey, I did pay to have that tee box marker repaired, the one that I ran over with the golf cart accidentally. What, am I supposed to be happy when my ball goes in the water?
Or the sand trap.
Or some poor spectator's crotch.
But otherwise, what could be more relaxing than a game of golf? Unless you're one of those underage prodigies trying to make a buck when you're barely out of diapers.
Hey, Eddie, as a talent scout, how are your kids handling golf rage nowadays?
I feel sorry for these toddlers. So much pressure on them to make a name for themselves, and they're not even old enough to write their names on their scorecard. On the other hand, I have no sympathy for daddy caddies or momagers. No, sir. I mean, all they care about is how soon will their precious little munchkin become a household name. You know the type. They're the ones that are always asking,
when is Stacy teeing up with the president?
How many fans does Lee have on social media? Twitter, Facebook.
It's not long before these kids have been brainwashed. Some of them actually think that with all their tournament wins and their sponsorship deals, that they'll be able to retire at the age of 20. Yeah, and then they ask me to check out their investment portfolios to show me what they want to spend all their money on. And this is what I usually see. 30% play the stock market, 30% invest in real estate, and the remaining 40%, well, they spend time in psychodynamic therapy.
Speaking of therapy, Emily, there you are. Care to share your thoughts?
As Mary Point's resident golf range therapist, I assure you that many social indiscretions on the course can be treated if not prevented in the first place. The culprit? Repeat after me. IED, intermittent explosive disorder. It's a common affliction among golfers, and it's easy to recognize the symptoms of IED. All that yelling and screaming and shouting, and that's what you hear at the parking lot. You need help with IED? Come join Emily at my weekly workshops.
I've heard of your golf sessions. They're called Golf Rage Anonymous, right?
Or what some people refer to as sensitivity training and anger management for golfers.
It all sounds like traffic school and boutique therapy, if you ask me.
It's like a 12-step program for those who need help managing their random outbursts while playing golf. The sooner golfers can clear out their emotional junk drawer,
the sooner we can minimize lawsuits.
Please don't talk to me about lawsuits. The rest of the board and I already have our hands full with a class action case. What's particularly aggravating is that Mary Point has a $50 million payroll, and yet not one person had the brains to come up with a simple, cost-preventive measure like this sign. Beware of falling pine cones. Posting this throughout the course would have saved us all a bunch of money. 7 figures in damages alone this year so far, if you want to know.
You know, it's interesting that this all is coming after we settle another case filed by one of Mary Point's distinguished members, Carrie Hamilton. Thanks to the skilled hands of sex reassignment surgeons, Carrie is now apparently a she.
I heard that. And didn't Carrie recently win the right to get back into the men's-only cigar room?
Even after the sex change operation. Hey, kudos to Carrie for fighting for her rights. Although I do have something to say about that stale cigar smell she's been tracking into the ladies' lounge. Ugh, after sitting in a smoke-filled room for hours. God awful. I don't know about you ladies, but am I the only one whose designer suits are starting to smell like I took them out of storage from a humidor?
If all you have to worry about is cigar smoke, you've got it easy. Have you ever had to deal with a sinkhole? One that measures 100 feet deep, 200 feet wide, right smack in the middle of the fairway?
My goodness, so what did you do?
I did what any other self-respecting golf course superintendent would do. I took all the resources I could find without breaking Mary Point's budget to fill up that nasty sphincter hole. Problem solved. But did I get any thanks? No. Instead, I get all of Mary Point's management bellyaching at me.
Milos, what happened to all the golf balls at the driving range?
Milos, think of all the money we're losing because of the golf ball dispensing machines that are sitting empty.
I knew I should have called in sick that morning.
Well, fortunately, we had the foresight to stock up on biodegradable golf balls. I mean, you can't say that Mary Point isn't doing its part to help conserve the environment, which seems to be a point that is lost to some of these nature lovers popping up like weeds all over the course. I mean, I've had enough of these gate crashers who sneak into the grounds with their latest model hybrids or electric cars, and whenever they get to drive close enough to some of the tee boxes...
I know what you mean, Dean. I've seen the protesters honking their horns to throw off golfers in the middle of their backswing.
Can you blame the club members for being ticked off? I mean, I can't even remember if it's the National Coalition for Biological Diversity or groups campaigning for the Endangered Species Act. I mean, does anyone know who wants to shut down Mary Point? And what animals are they trying to keep off the endangered species list? I mean, what is it this time? Burrowing owls? Huh? Red-legged frogs? The woolly mammoth?
With all this talk about animals going extinct, doesn't it make you wonder if caddies will be next? It was bad enough when golfers started bringing their own pull carts, thinking they could save a buck by carrying their bags. Caddy Cruiser or Caddy Tech or Caddy Light, or whatever they like to call these gizmos on wheels.
Don't forget the smart Alex who brought in golf carts, and worse, equipped them with GPS.
I'm glad I retired when I did. Gosh, 12-hour days, sometimes longer, sitting around from dawn to dusk, every caddy waiting for a loop, wanting to work, but stressing over the prospect of ending up with lousy tippers. You lug 50 pounds of golf gear on your back, trudging uphill while fighting 40-mile-per-hour winds. And for what?
That's right, some schmuck who takes out his miserable round of golf on you and ends up stiffing you anyway.
I've seen some characters sitting along the bar or at their tables griping about their game. The way they talk sometimes is enough to make a cup of coffee nervous. But who do you expect to see after a tough game of golf? Miss Manners? Who cares if they have the personality of a pit bull? As long as they continue to add to my college fund. Or as they like to call it, the Dead President's Club.
Oh dear, it's getting late and I need to finish up the newsletter. Folks, I think it's time we wrap things up and sign off. Unless someone else has something to say.
Oh, hold on a minute, Gail. Before everyone leaves, I'd like to introduce Mary Point's newest member, Her Holiness the Maharati. Well-renowned Zen Buddhist with over 500 million followers.
Isn't the Maharati nominated for a Nobel Peace Prize?
I think I saw her walk the Oscars red carpet a couple years ago.
And if that's not impressive enough, maybe this will rouse you up. The Maharati has also lent her name to a soda campaign for this year's Super Bowl. Your Holiness, would you have some words of inspiration for the group?
Good day, everyone. As I continue my journey in this world and beyond, I hope to fulfill my ultimate destiny, to be reincarnated as a golf course.
Reincarnated as a golf course? Is this chick serious? What the heck?
Whoever walks with me on this earth will forever walk with an inner sense of peace. Meanwhile, I've got a tea time coming up, and I'm still looking for people to join our foursome. Anyone interested?
Please, please, anyone wanting to play with the Maharati must be approved by me.
Come on, me and you. Eyes on me. Look.
Oh, yes. I would love to join your foursome. Will the president be there?
You haven't gotten anybody yet? Oh my gosh, yes. I'm right here. I'm free right now. I could be there in a heartbeat. Yes, please. It'd be so cool.
I want everybody to make sure that they are keeping up the pace of the game.
Will His Holiness share any of his liability prevention strategies with us?
A foursome? Oh, come on now. You know what? I've had enough of this. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do tennis now.
I'll bring the food.
I've listened to all this babble, and now you're going to subject me to listening to some psychoanalysis from some self-appointed guru? I don't think so, people. I'm out of here.
Count me in.